Two Script Guys. Creating visual magic. In association with L&M Productions. The Missing Reel. A professional screenwriting blog. Presented by Two Script Guys. Exclusively on blogspot.com.
Hi, this is John Lovett at Two Script Guys. Today I found out that Harlan Ellison had passed away. This is something very personal to me. Harlan was the reason I write. I discovered Harlan Ellison when I was in high school in the 70s, and I was immediately enamored with his style of writing. To me, it was a lot more real than the fiction I had been reading prior to that. I mean, I liked Isaac Asimov, Robert Heinlein, A. von Gott. I liked all their science fiction, but Harlan Ellison to me was more real. And I continued reading his fiction and copying his style and sending short stories to the various magazines that never got published because they said it was a little more Ellison than they wanted. But he was the reason I wrote. And over the years, I would listen to recordings that people had made of Harlan at cons. I met Harlan at several cons. I met Harlan in Publix in Los Angeles several times. I was enamored with who he was, and I thought, well, if I could emulate him, I could be as successful as he was. Well, it turned out to be not true, but Ellison was to me, the epitome of what a writer should be. Someone who cares, someone who wants to do the best they can and tell the best story they can. I know that there are a lot of authors out there who also met Harlan, and I've seen the reminiscences about Harlan on Facebook. I know that people have heard stories about Harlan, and the stories get told, retold, and changed, and all the rest of that. I always found him two people. One person was very personable and willing to listen to people and their struggles. Another person was irascible, impatient, but inevitably very funny. I know Harlan didn't drink, but I want to give a toast to Harlan and his fiction and his storytelling. May wherever it is that you went, you can continue to tell your stories.
Do you dream of being a screenwriter and writing for film or TV? Stories teach us about ourselves and the human condition. Good stories make us want to live in that world. Great stories transform us. Learn to write great stories from Two Script Guys. How do I get my ideas in the right hands? When you get an idea, to get the most value out of it, you need to work on it as soon as possible. Writing takes time to learn. How do I develop the skills? What do I need to know? have a strategy to break into film and TV writing. You need to understand what's expected. Contact 2Script Guys for a free consultation. Phone 6265-488-319. 2scriptguys@gmail.com. 2scriptguys.com.
What's the best way to prepare yourself to be a writer? Well, the only way to prepare yourself to be a writer is, well, write. Write every day. The more you write, the more you can write. And when you're not writing, read books, scripts, plays. Watch movies and TV to understand story, tone, pacing, characterization. Your brain is like a muscle and only develops through exercise. Writing is hard work. Trust me, you will find your voice. But whatever you do, keep writing.
We're going to talk about writing the first draft. Can we talk about structure? There are literally thousands of books, videos, podcasts, software packages written on how to make a screenplay. And this video is just one of those. With the publication of Sid Field's screenplay, the essential concepts of dramatic storytelling were finally explained in purely cinematic terms. Prior to Field, most of the classes or books or that kind of thing were simply regurgitating the rules of playwriting, and it left it up to the reader or the writer to bridge the gap from stage to film. What Field And this has led to some very difficult issues in the world of modern screenwriting. To aspiring screenwriters who slavishly follow these paradigms, which in turn has resulted in some very lifeless and extremely stiff speculative scripts and produced movies floating around. And to producers and studio executives who think that these paradigms are the only way scripts can be structured and written, who insist that screenwriters follow these rules to the letter, and who reject any script that doesn't save the cat at the right moment. The unfortunate result of this dreary sameness is that most movies today are afflicted by it. The problem is that a screenplay, a story, cannot be reduced to a formula. Instead, let's think of it as a recipe.